Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, in case you didn't watch the other video, I apologize for my absence yesterday. I was very agitated and I couldn't figure out why. I tried a bunch of things and it just wasn't calming me down. I wasn't like wild or anything. I didn't have my Aries on, but I was just really agitated. I was trying to sit down with the cards. They weren't talking to me. And I thought, oh, I'll do spirits with spirits. Have a glass of wine. No, didn't work. So I just did a pick a card to see if you're feeling the same way, and that's in the other one. But in case you didn't watch that other one, I just wanted to apologize for my absence. So I'm using the Ehrenberg Tarot by Steve Ehrenberg because this tarot looks back at you. I want to ask the cards. I'm not the only one who's agitated. I want to ask the cards, what is going on? What is going on? Why are we feeling agitated? And I can't remember. Are these ones? Yeah, these ones are in reverse. I'm feeling like, is it the sunspots? Is it all the bad news that is going on? Ooh, I think it's both. The clock agrees with me. What time is it ringing? 11 things. No. I'm just going to ask the cards. What's going on in the world? Why are people so agitated? Why are, I know there's lots of stuff going on in the world, but I find that people are jumpy, they're snappy. I just want to ask, is it something in the air? Is it something astrology? Is it just where the planets are right now? What's going on? It just feels like a lot of nervous energy. Or is it just all the energy exploding from millions of people being upset what's going on in the world, and that energy is throughout the world? But let's ask the tarot. So this is the tarot looking back at us and telling us what's going on. Wow, 3 of Swords in reverse. Some kind of betrayal, just being upset. And I think some of this is, the people who are maybe betrayed by their government, that they've lost everything and they're waiting for their government, whether that's the U.S. government, the Ukraine government, the Russian government, Israeli government, whatever, wherever you are, wherever's going on. Ooh, 8 of Cups in reverse. Something's missing. Something's missing. You know what's missing? You know what I find is missing? Leadership, like really strong leadership. That's what I feel. I want somebody up there that I can feel like I can trust. The Tower in reverse. It's all the man-made issues. So this is telling me it's not the hand of God. The Tower in reverse is man-made. Upright is God-made. And it's man-made issues. 8 of Wands. The Hermit in reverse. Again, just want a smart leader. Is that too much to ask for? Everybody likes when I bring these in nice and close so you can see the iconography and symbolism. I think it's our leaders. I think our leaders don't show any leadership whatsoever. I don't care who it is. They all come out with word salads. Nobody actually comes out with, and I'm talking about current leaders. I'm not talking about anybody who's running, because right in Canada here we have somebody who's running for prime minister. I'm talking about our current prime minister. I'm talking about the current president. I'm talking about the current leaders. We don't have anybody that's a guide. It feels like they're all running us into the ground somehow. They aren't guiding us towards the light. If anything, they're guiding us towards darkness. And here with the 8 of Wands, that's what I'm saying, guiding, like we feel like things are moving too fast into the dark for a lot of people. This actually is the Tower in reverse, could be the wars that are going on, being stuck. And the that's Page of Wands. I thought that was 8 of Wands. I can just see some of you typing, no, that's Page of Wands. That's not 8 of Wands. So this is news. I think it's like in the news. We just don't feel like anybody's taking charge. Like, this is the way I put it. There's no adults in the room. Where are the adults in the room? You know, Five of Wands. Yeah. You know what? We're stuck fighting with each other, arguing with each other. There's no real direction. There's nobody that we say, man, that's a really smart leader. They're really, leading their people. Maybe there might be like two in the whole world. As for the rest, we're all like, what the hell is going on? Who elected this bozo? There's Eight of Wands in reverse. So there you go. I must have had a premonition that we're kind of stuck. We can't vote our way out of this unless they call an election. We're kind of stuck with what we've got. King of Cups in reverse. Yeah. We've got crybabies for leaders. They all want to make sure they don't offend anybody rather than taking charge and looking after the people who voted them in. Like, a lot of these people forget they are our servants. That's why they're called civil servants. We put them there to work for us. And these emotional, they want to be everybody's best friend rather than being a leader. And this is exactly what's happening. We've got Trudeau cries at the drop of a hat, crybaby about this, crybaby about that. I mean, rather than the leader that we need right now in this turbulent world. And it sets us all up for arguing with each other because we feel like we're stuck. And the same thing in the UK, they're fighting with each other. They feel like they're stuck. They're, in the US, like fighting with each other. They, nobody's really feeling like who's running the show right now. Queen of Pentacles upright. And the King of Swords in reverse. Well, there's our crooked politicians. King of Swords in reverse. Narcissistic, crooked politicians on top of the King of Cups in reverse. So we've got emotionally stunted narcissists running things. Nobody has any brains with the Hermit in reverse, because the Hermit upright is the Sage. In reverse is you pretend you're smart, but you aren't. You have no light to share. You have no light inside of you to share. Your candle is out. And here we have these are the really crooked politicians. Some of us have some hope with some female politicians. Queen of Pentacles here. Look at that. We got the kings are in reverse and the female is upright. But the female, the Queen of Pentacles, is also somebody who is great at budgets, very creative, very take charge, a good mother, good wife, considerate of other people. Ace of Wands in reverse. People are really feeling hopeless, People are really feeling hopeless. Like what's the sense? Why? What's the sense? Ugh. Like, even just looking at that, my energy is like, we're stuck under this dictator. We're stuck under, somebody who's more worried about hurting the woke people than leading its people. We may have hope in a strong female candidate, or are there countries that are run by a strong female? And that's our only hope, but these males aren't allowing her to come forward. What's underlying here? The Emperor. So is this the King? Is this the King? Seven of Pentacles. I think Three of Pentacles, Four of Cups, and the Sun in reverse. I was going to ask and see. I was looking to see if it was the star showing up or the sun. And if the star showed up, I was going to say, is it something in the stars right now in astrology? And then I said, if the sun shows up, is it those sunspots that are making things worse? And I think the sun in reverse is telling me there's something up with the sun that isn't quite right. Especially here with the Four of Cups. It's not, there's something not quite right with the Four of Cups and the sun here. Three of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, and the Emperor. People want a strong leader. I think this has a lot to do with planning and with money. And I think here, especially with the Seven of Pentacles, rebuilding places that have been devastated either by wars, by floods, by forest fires. I think they want somebody with a plan, with a long-term plan. How are we going to, if this Seven of Pentacles was in reverse, then it's like people have no hope. But this tells me they want a long-term plan. They want a strong leader, the Emperor, to come out and help them plan something. Like, how are we going to rebuild this? Not necessarily money. They want a plan. Yes, investment, absolutely. How are we going to rebuild these roads? How are we going to rebuild these hospitals that were flooded? How are we going to rebuild these schools? So yes, absolutely, but a long-term investment. They don't want somebody to come and say, here's $700 until you get your insurance. No, they want somebody to come along who has a long-term plan to rebuild this. I think that there's something wrong with the sun here, with the Four of Cups and the sun. So is it the solar flares that the sun is sending off? Strength in reverse. The Hierophant, they're looking towards their religious leaders. Look at that. They're looking towards the leader of their country, and they're looking towards their religious leaders as well. They are weakened by money. With the Two of Pentacles in reverse, Strength in reverse tells me these people have no money. They're poor and they've been devastated, and they're looking towards their religious leaders and their government to help them. King of Pentacles, yeah. And they're also looking towards some of their business leaders as well. And then the Ten of Cups upright and the Five of Swords in reverse. And they want to come together as a community. They want this rainbow after the storm, but they want to see their leaders be leaders. They want to see that. They don't have money of their own. They absolutely don't. And what little they had was washed away. I'm really picking up that's like in the war zones, right? The apartments and hospitals and whatnot that have been devastated by bombs in Ukraine and Gaza and Israel and Russia and whatnot. They're like, where are you people? We want our religious leaders. We want our kings or presidents or whoever the emperors are, whatever they are. And we want the business people to please come and help us. So there's a rainbow at the end of the tunnel. Because I think that it's so strange that all these people have hope. None of these are in reverse. I just think that's really, they really are hoping that their leaders come forward. They know there's crooked politicians. They know there's politicians that they run on their emotions rather than what's right. And then that's why they're screaming for somebody to please take over. Please be our king. Tell us how you're going to save us. Tell us how you're going to rebuild. Show us the plans. I still think that with the sun here in reverse, I think there's still going to be some more dark days. I think there still might be four bad hurricanes. I think by the fourth one, people are going to give up. They're going to have nothing. So is this King of Pentacles here? Is this the guy who swoops in and buys everything? Be careful what you ask for, people. Be careful what you ask for. There's some bullies out there. Interesting. I think so too. I think people are just like, who's leading this earth? Like, who's leading this tribe? Who's taking charge of this? Who's doing the, peace talks? Who's, where's the government to help us with these fires and these floods and whatnot? And I'm not talking just in the States. Like here in Canada, we had devastating fires and everybody's pointing fingers at each other, and everybody knows who it was. But if you say something, you get fined for it. But anyways, I digress. Where everybody just really wants a leader. As much as you, like, we're all tribal. Humans are tribal. End of story. It doesn't matter what race, ethnicity, where you come from. We're tribals. We survive by being in tribes, and what all tribes need a chief. And we don't do well under the collective. We do better when there's somebody at the top being a leader and telling us what to do. Now, as long as they aren't a dictator, there's a difference. Being a leader of their people. We need chiefs for our tribes. That's the way it's always been. And that's what we need to go back to fix all this. But not dictators or terrorists. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think is going on in the world? I think it's lack of leadership. I think the cards are telling us we need a leader, we need religious leaders, and we need our business leaders to do what's best for people, not themselves. All right. Thank you very much for watching. Please take good care. See you online. Bye for now.